What's up, everybody? My name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon in crypto universe. Today is Tuesday, October 24th. In today's video, we're going to be talking about 3 gaming altcoins I want on your radar. Why? It's because these gaming altcoins are heavily undervalued and considered micro caps compared to the big market cap cryptocurrencies in the top 50. And also, if we consider that Bitcoin is going to head into a bull market, meaning if there's going to be a Bitcoin spot ETF passed within the United States, then we could see other altcoins follow, such as Ethereum, other market caps such as Solana. But more specifically, gaming altcoins with small micro caps usually have the biggest gains. So I want to share with you in this video these 3 gaming altcoins that potentially could have 10x to even 100x returns. Now, none of this is financial advice. I'm just here to provide any educational information for you so that you can make the best investment decision for yourself. So with that said, be sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, don't forget to join our Patreon page, and most importantly, please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I will never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct messaging, or email, so please be careful and invest safely. So guys and girls, let's get right into it. So right now we can see that the gaming altcoin market is actually in the green today. So what can we expect for these 3 upcoming gaming altcoins? Well, let's go ahead and look into the very first one. The very first one is GALA, the GALA token. Now the GALA token right now is around 0.01 cents, so basically a penny. The market cap is around $378 million, while its fully diluted market cap around $750 million. This is where a lot of venture capitalists or institutions have invested in this actual gaming token. So maybe their tokens may be selling off whenever their vested token schedule is going to happen, but right now we're actually not seeing a complete liquidation of this actual token. So right now you're seeing it at this price of around a penny. Its all-time high price was roughly around 80 cents. Now that was back in 2021. But the most important thing you need to look at is the market cap. So if we go over here and click on the market cap, this is how you can understand if we can go back to those levels. So right now, like I said, we're at really 1 penny with 300 million in its market cap. So when it was at 80 cents, it was actually roughly around $5 billion. Could we actually revisit those levels? Could this GALA token go back to $5 billion? Possibly, but we have to look at what GALA token or GALA Games is actually developing, because GALA Games and GALA token are very much entwined together. So GALA Games has been creating a whole bunch of different games, and again has a lot of different type of experiences, right? They have a lot of different games for first-person shooters, strategy games, you call it, it's right there for you. But here are the different games that right now you can actually kind of play or are in development. So right now, if you see these blue boxes right here, these are the ones that can actually play the actual games. But right now, if you're not seeing it, it's because a lot of these different games are still in development. So because they're in the alpha stage, maybe soon to become in the beta, what can we look forward to in their games? Well, if we look at one of the first-person shooter games, which is called The Last Expedition, this is one of the user experiences that someone exhibited on their YouTube page that kind of showed, okay, this is what the game's going to look like. You have multiplayer shooters and also a lot of strategy playing as well. You get to meet up with different players. I mean, this kind of reminds people of what Call of Duty, Halo was like in the Web 2 world. But it really is more than just a beta game. It's really at this new high adrenaline action-packed experience that people can literally play once this game does go live. So I actually am really excited for this when it does come out, but it's not just this game. Let's look at Mirandus. Now Mirandus is also a more family-friendly game, meaning it's not so violent. It has a sandbox feel, a sandbox game. And again, this is also in a beta stage, and I think people can test the game out. And right now the game is looking rich. It looks like it has a very vibrant atmosphere, a really crazy world where players can really immerse themselves and start playing with not just like older adults, but younger adults as well. This is supposed to attract all audiences. But another game I want to picture out is this one, Spider Tanks. Again, it's another strategy game, and it has a lot of this StarCraft feel to it, a World of Warcraft feel as well. But again, what's really cool is that hopefully when this game does come out, it's going to be really nice for these NFTs that they're selling for their skins, for their tanks. It's all entwined. It allows users to have pretty much ownership and a certificate of authenticity with NFTs with their skin. So again, this is just one thing that GALA Games is working on, but not even that. They also have GALA movies and GALA music. So when you invest in the GALA token, you'll have exposure to all these different types of genres. But with GALA Games, I feel like the GALA Studios has better relationships with Web 2 companies such as the Walking Dead franchise, such as Battlestar Galactica. And now that they're stepping into music and movies, I definitely think GALA is something that's more established. That's why its market cap is a lot larger than these microcaps I'm about to introduce. So this is why this is my first token. But with that said, I want to share with you the second token that's on my radar right now, and that is called Illuvium. Now, Illuvium is right now $45. Now, you must be wondering, that's a lot of money for one token. But this is something that you need to keep in mind. Look at the total supply of tokens. Now, there's only around 9 million. That's not a lot if you consider that this is a game that has great developments. I'll share that with you in a little bit. But it is around 7 million in terms of total supply that we have of Illuvium tokens. So supply and demand is something that we see here. With the fully diluted market cap is around 433 million, while its market cap is actually only 164 million. So when we look at the price, yeah, it's $45, but if you look at its all-time high price, it's roughly almost close to around 2,000 US dollars. That's crazy. Now let's go ahead and look into the market cap, because that's what we always want to look at. Now with its price around $45, yes, the market cap is 164. For it to go back to almost 2,000, the market cap for this has to be around roughly less than $1 billion. Now notice that this market cap is much lower than the $5 billion market cap compared to GALA Games. So for this, I actually think there's more of a possibility that we could revisit those levels. Now, Illuvium is not a gaming studio, it's just a game. So this is very different. But nonetheless, this is built on the Ethereum blockchain. And I actually think that this possibly could reach those levels pretty soon if we were heading into a gaming bull market. Now, when you want to look at the game, this is the actual game itself. Now, beta 2 is now live, meaning people can actually play this game on the beta 2 stage. So it's past alpha, people can actually experiment with it, improve the game itself, but look at this world, it's absolutely insane. Now when we look at the player interoperability or UI or UX, you can see that right now it's by far one of the top games out there. I'm pretty sure they may be using Unreal Engine 5 as one of their softwares to help accelerate the game's visual outlet. But look at this, it's stunning. The world out there is absolutely beautiful. And it's gone a long way. And if you haven't already, sometimes if you go to their Twitter page, they actually have some beta codes where you can redeem it and you can actually get access to it. It's not just open for everybody to play. You actually have to use these actual codes to be able to play the game. So once the game does come live, I definitely think that once we're past beta, this is going to be absolutely explosive. And this, because it's just a supply and demand type of issue, I definitely think that this game has more upside ahead of its time. So I definitely think that right now this token is heavily undervalued. I want everybody to pay attention to this specifically. Now let's talk about the last gaming token, and that's going to be Decimated. Now I've talked about Decimated before. Actually, when it was around 50 cents, has dropped even way lower than that, almost 90% less in terms of its correction, as you can see. Now in terms of its market cap, this is a very, very low market cap. There's a reason for that, and I'll tell you why. Now, it's $3 million. When its fully diluted market cap is around $8 million. Keep in mind, when a market cap is this low, it's a lot of high risk, but it could be high reward as well. Now, the token supply is only around 1 billion. Now, 1 billion is kind of high, but if you consider that you can buy or spend around $100 on this token, get roughly maybe around who knows, thousands and thousands of tokens, right? For this amount of price that you would invest in it, you can get a huge maximum return on this, especially that this market cap is so low. When the bull market comes back for gaming cryptocurrencies, you're going to expect that this market cap is going to grow substantially. Remember, when this market cap right here was around 52 cents, in terms of the actual market cap, it's roughly around 24 million. Right now, again, less than like $4 million. So keep in mind, I definitely think that this can definitely reach the level of $24 million. And if it reaches $1 billion, such as Illuvium, oh my gosh, this token's gonna explode. Now, right now, you can actually play Decimated in its alpha stage. It's not in beta. Alpha, it's the very early stages of a game development. And you can actually download this game on Steam. Now, when we go to the very bottom, it will say basically how you can get early access and how long the game will be in early access for, and when the full version will differ from the early access version. So all the different questions and answers that you want are actually in this page right now. But I definitely think that this game has a lot of promise. The team is developing. If you look at their actual footage of what they're developing using Unreal Engine 5, it's absolutely crazy, okay? Again, the market cap is very small, meaning they're heavily underfunded. But once they are funded, once the crypto bull market does come, you're gonna see a lot of liquidity flowing into this actual game, which will allow the company to build this game from where they've been building in the bear market, and they continue to build in the bear market. And in fact, sooner or later, I think their marketplace will go live where you can actually buy weapons, you can buy cars, you can buy skins, and this could be all in exchange with the DIO token. Now, if you look over here, you can see that right now the world is growing massively. It's not just something that's been developed for here and there, but their team consistently has meetings every week to show everybody like, hey, we're developing something, we need your feedback, and definitely this could grow over time. But again, it's heavily undervalued because it's very early on in its alpha stage. So that's why I think Decimated has a lot of upside. But again, we don't know. High risk, high reward is the type of investment for the DIO token. With that said, you know my perspective around Decimated. Around Illuvium, I definitely think Illuvium has a lot of promise coming back in its new all-time high levels, even higher than that. Illuvium right now is one of the biggest plays I think can definitely do really well. And then with GALA Games does have the potential to be the gaming studio for crypto gaming altcoins. So let me know your thoughts down below around all these three different tokens, and also what other gaming altcoins have we not covered on this channel. I'll do my research, I'll look at it, and we'll possibly include it in our next video. So as always, if you like what you've seen, like what you heard, you have to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page to receive all of our alpha calls and buy and sell orders of both NFTs and cryptocurrencies, especially around gaming tokens. Till then, see you guys and girls next time.